Well, today we're here with Divers Band. I'm very excited to interview you. The first question that we've got for you today is who are you and what's one surprising thing about you that people might not expect from you when listening to your music?
We do absolutely everything ourselves. Maybe that's surprising. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
sure. We
You can tell.
record, produce all of that stuff. Um, yeah. Anyone got anything a
Multi-talented.
bit more
But
interesting?
also half true because it was mixed by someone. Half the record was mixed by someone. Nick Dunn, Nick Bond, sorry, who is from Kitchen Boy, talented little
Hmm,
mixer.
Hell yeah.
Um, but everything else is us mostly.
Hell yeah.
very cool.
You guys got anything?
Yeah, I don't think there's not heaps interesting about us, honestly. We're just like maybe that's the
Um,
interesting thing that we're the most boring normal cunts ever. Sorry for swearing.
No, you're so chill.
Beat that out.
Love it.
yeah,
Who
nice
are you
one.
guys? Like,
See bomb straight out the gate.
Perfect. Great first answer.
Okay, well, I've got so basically the first time I heard about you guys was a very long time ago. I think the band Loser suggested I check you guys out. And so back in those times, my initial introduction question was very different to what it is now, but I figured for like an old time's sake, I would bring it back for you guys. So I would love to know what your coffee order is.
I get a
long black.
latte.
Small
Oh,
latte.
It's actually changed. So, I mean, in respect to your question, how long ago was this? Like probably
Dude,
like 30
like I want to say 2022, maybe?
22. So I was probably still on the oats back then. I've moved from oats. So now I'm actually no to almond. So I'm an almond latte operator.
Hell yeah.
What do you
It
guys
might have
have?
been Piccolo at that point, but because I was trying to not drink as much milk, but now I've just spun it back around. But I only small because I can't drink too much.
yeah.
Yes.
Greenies got a sensitive little
Yeah.
stomach.
All right.
All
Um,
right.
So,
What do you guys have?
well, I have
I,
caffeine, so
yeah,
I'm a hot
I'm a
chocolate.
hot
Can't drink
chocolate
caffeine.
girl.
Yeah.
oh,
Whoa,
nice.
that's awesome.
Is that why
Nice
you asked the
spectrum.
question? Because you're going to like
Um,
live vicariously through people and tell them about the
well,
caffeine hit?
no, I wish. It literally was just because when I started doing Webspinner, I had just done like my barista course, and I just decided that would be a fun question. I wish I had a cool story, but that's it.
No, you're barista and you can't drink coffee. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well
I'm
played.
I'm the same. I was a barista for about 6 years and I just never got into drinking coffee.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
You ever try
yeah.
crossover with a mocha or?
I've tried, but I would just like I would be awake for hours and I didn't enjoy
Yeah.
the feeling and the riddling anxiety. So
Fair enough.
I'm good without it.
Hell
That's
yeah.
fair enough.
All right. Um, if you could pinpoint one thing that brought you guys together, whether it be a band you bonded over or a class you had, what would it be and how has it flourished during your time as divers?
So I think we all had the same kind of interest at the time, and we all really wanted to make music, which naturally, within like the group of friends we had, probably brought us together because there wasn't many of us that were interested in music and could play instruments, I guess. What was the other half of the question?
How has it flourished during your time as the band?
I think we've just become closer as well as friends and like kind of bounce off each other really well. And it's just gotten better and better to work with each other over the years, I think.
Yeah, I think it's always been fun. Like, first of all, just listening to music with these guys. Like, it's always pretty awesome having like just different collection of songs thrown at you. Like, I think we all have kind of relatively similar taste, but also I don't also not as well. Like, everyone's got their own flavor. And I don't know, I just love when like someone's got a new song that they want to like, or a new album that they've like been hooked on, and then yeah, we might be kicking around and going for a walk, and then got the JBL going, and then yeah, I don't know, we might just cruise around in the forest and listen to this new album, and it's like those albums that we've listened to like now are like a part of my music taste because I don't know, they've just hooked to a memory now, and
Yeah.
I don't know, that's pretty special. So it's like the Velvet Underground, for example. Like I can still remember times when Benny showed me. I think the song was called Heroin or something, and yeah, just like I was listening to that on his like speaker and just really hearing like the screeching, I don't know what it is, like a violin or something. But then, and I don't know, those little things, like we just talk about like the specific details in these little songs and be like, dude, do you hear that thing? And that's so cool what they've done there. And then I don't know. And then I guess you bring it into your own music in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
The Kurt Vile era. Yeah. Kurt Vile, that was good. Dive, we like Dive. I think
Yeah,
Dive kind of
that's good.
influenced this album a little bit, like that we just released. And then there's like Mac DeMarco tones on there. I remember bonding with Greenie over Mac DeMarco when we were younger. Music can also go past like the music itself. Like you kind of get to know their personality and you feel like you're friends with them sometimes. Like Mac DeMarco kind of
Yeah.
it's good to got obsessed with that. Tame Impala, really like Tame Impala when we were younger. I think when like our earlier stuff, we sort of modeled it after sounds of MGMT, like their earlier stuff.
Yeah, cool.
Just with the synths and things. And then, are there any other bands you guys can think of? Like Tommy brings like a whole new dimension to the band because he's like his drumming's really, I don't know. Would you say it's like Death Gripsy and like he's like free, like a bit more of a free drummer. So he brings another element to it, which is interesting. You got any you want to add, Tom?
Well, no. I
Awesome.
need time to think of stuff. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good.
The initial start was just like sharing a love for like just random music.
Yeah, it was good. But I recorded Ben and Scott basically when I don't know, they were making tunes. They came to my house because I could record music. I had some cheap gear, and then
And then now it's
that was
all
awesome.
in-house.
They did some weird stuff. And I was already mates with them, and I'm like, I love these guys. And then they're like, can I come and play drums? Come up the road, jump on the kit. I'm like, yeah, that'll be great. And then we just kept doing it.
That's so wholesome. I love that. Okay. So with your new album, you guys have kind of spoken about how it is tethered or like connected to feeling like outsiders in the Melbourne scene specifically, I guess. And how that kind of like, yeah, paved the way into some of the songs you wrote in there. What are some challenges that you kind of faced when trying to like encapsulate that feeling into your music, I guess?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think the good thing about this album was it was like less of a challenge because we kind of went the other direction, saying, let's not stress about it too much.
Yeah.
Do whatever the fuck we want. And so there was less of a challenge, weirdly, when we like stepped away from it a bit and cared less, as opposed to like the earlier stuff where we're more fixated on trying to write a hit song or whatever.
Yeah.
And I suppose in regards to the feeling out like you're an outcast section, when we were doing our first 3 EPs, we didn't really know where we sat in the music scene, like throughout Melbourne. We didn't know what type of music we wanted to make, what we wanted to like share as well, because we were making different types of stuff, and then we were sort of releasing one thing, and then that was like what we were playing, but then it's like, is that what we want to do? We didn't really know. And so I think it's kind of like, even though it sort of feels like we've labeled it as like, oh, we feel like we're a little bit outcasty within the scene in Melbourne, I suppose it's more like we've kind of just found our sound, and then we're comfortable with that, and we're like willing to just sort of let go of like all, like what Scotty said, like let go of all the trying to write a hit, and just lean into sounds that we would listen to ourselves, and we want to like make music that we would want to listen to, I suppose.
Yeah, of course.
But ironically, like we actually ended up finding like people we've been a little bit more embraced since we released this album. Like we've met a lot of people that are really nice people, and then also people that make really, really good music. And not that we didn't meet anyone like that beforehand, but it's like similar to our styles and tastes and things like that, which has been really refreshing.
It's nice to know when you've sort of found your sound that you can find the people that align with that as well, which I think is really special, which what you were saying, Ben. Which brings us to our next question. You've described your approach in your latest album as an attempt to stray away from being predictable and make stuff that excites you instead. What layers of yourselves as a band did you have to shed to get to that realization?
That's actually a really tough question for sure. I don't know. Like, I guess it was more like we thought like, all right, we're not like music's not going to go anywhere for us. I think maybe that was a thing we kind of accepted. We kind of just thought, we'll just do it for love. It's just going to be a love thing. We'll do it. We'll make the music we want to make. If people like it, sweet. If not, all good. And that was probably a thing to let go of. It's like it was less of a hustle and less of a drive, maybe to be like, we've got to follow these steps to make it as this level of a band or whatever. Kind of let go of the kind of this maybe this bit of the structure and a bit of the I don't know, things you're supposed to do, and kind of embrace the stuff that we really wanted to do more, I suppose.
I reckon, I was actually thinking about this today. It's funny. Like when we were younger, like when we were, say, 21, 22, we're all 30 now. We were, it's like you go into like a new shop and it's like you're in a toy shop. Everything's new. All the new experiences come up at once. And like for example, when you start a band, it's like, all right, you got to write songs. You got to like get to that mission of like, I have to have enough songs so that I can play a set. And then you go, oh, the gig. And then all of a sudden the gig's super exciting. And there's like all these different like layers that you go through. When we've been up and down and up and down and up and down with expectations in the past, and the expectations were always usually like the next thing has to be significantly better than what the last thing was. But it didn't really work out like that for us. And so we like came back down, we like flowed up and down. But now it's like, because we've gone up and we've come back down again, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, how to really say it, but it's like you don't really feel like that's the thing that you strive for. It's sort of like as you come back down, it sort of like cuts you down a little bit, and then you go, fuck, that sucks. Didn't work out the way we want to do it. But why are we going to continue to do it? And then you realize like the things that like you do it for, which is like making music and hanging out with the boys and playing shows. Like those three things keep me coming back. And then it's like, well, then you got to just like structure your future around that so that you have longevity, like the things that make you come back and want to keep coming back. And
Yeah.
I reckon that has like those things in the past have like shaped us towards where we are now. And then that'll probably continue shaping us in the future as well.
Yeah, I reckon it's like it's a long-term game plan, like being in a band. Like it takes a long time, really. And it seems to be like if you can just survive and just do it for the love of it, you're in a better position. And I think that's why one thing that we did, we fluked because we kind of got lucky with like the people in the band. Everyone's just like, really good people. So we can hang out and do what we like and keep it fun and easy. And so those little hiccups and hurdles that come along the way, they don't fully derail you,
Yeah, we're very much on the same page and always have been, which is good. Obviously, we have like differences in opinions, but it's always resolved and it's always like on a constant path in like the same way. So it's good. If it wasn't like that, I could imagine it'd be painful. But yeah, I suppose it's just very helpful that we get along so well.
Best friends.
A lot of the stuff that you guys write, especially your new stuff, I want to say, has a lot of like cool metaphors and just like a lot of like, I would say more on the like world building side. I would love to know if that's something that naturally comes out of you when you write, or if you kind of have to sit and really develop the story.
Ask Benny, because I think he, especially in this album, let his fucking weird brain fly, and it's awesome. So I don't know. Check in with him. He's the guy in the blue shirt.
Ben 4, that is. Nah, to be honest, like most of them were kind of built. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think the world building thing was kind of like the mouse, if that's what you're referring to. We were away at Sandy Point, and we were making music, and then it's kind of fun writing lyrics as a group because you can have a laugh, like as opposed to writing lyrics on your own. It's kind of like you're in your head and your tunnel vision. But like group lyrics are funny; they can end up being like funnier. So we ended up having a laugh, and then we're like, oh, I don't know. For some reason, it was funny. Like maybe like each time I explain it, it's like less funny. Like to other people, I feel like other people don't find it as funny as what we found. But we just found it so funny, the concept of like, it's like this feel good song about like friendship, but instead of it being like a human friend, it's the mouse that lives at your house, and we're like, it's all good, mate. We're gonna look after you. And
There's like a lot of a lot of like character building as well. Like I think Head Chef's a prime example of that. It's where you sit down and then you realize that the song's about a chef, and then you've got so many more options in the way that the song can go. And you can kind of hear it in that song because there's like lots of kind of noises and stuff in it, especially in the chorus, which that's what kind of the part of the song that we sat down together and we thought, okay, how would it be in a kitchen kind of thing, and tried to replicate that.
Yeah.
I suppose the song. And I think that's an interesting way to look at music because you can think about it in a completely different light as opposed to like a song that's, lyrics about love or something like that.
Yeah, no, I really appreciated the world building. It just opened up for so many different like reactions and feelings, and it was just really cool to listen and really pay attention and really like sink in the lyrics. So it was really cool. The new album is sick.
That's awesome. It almost seems like an accident that it all happened, really, to be honest.
I think we're literally smoking for the next one. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, it all
You've
just
got
happened.
time.
We're
You've
like,
got time.
wait, this is cool. Yeah.
What was your reaction when finding out you were on the Bigsound lineup, and how are you feeling about that?
Awesome.
I was pretty keen to get it.
Yeah, really good, and then like probably followed by pretty anxious about it.
Yeah.
Especially coming closer to it now. We're doing a lot of work on our set and things like that. Just trying to really put on the best performance we can, I suppose.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm very excited.
Shitting ourselves.
Yeah,
I'm not scared at all.
I'm not even looking into it deliberately because I just like the more like people there and all that kind of thing. I'm like, man, I'd rather not know. I'd rather just go in blind, fly to Brisbane with my mate, and then when I pick up the guitar or bass, then we'll figure it out. I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be a good week. Like I feel like there's gonna be a lot. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be busy as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the feeling. We're in the same page.
We're in the same boat.
You guys go.
Yeah, I've booked a week. Like I booked a one-way flight there because I'm planning on just going down to Byron after and just chilling or like somewhere. I don't know, just having a bit of a fucking bit of me time. I reckon because it's just gonna be a lot of. Like,
that's a really good idea.
A lot of social. Yeah. Yeah, I'm nervous.
In the car. Greeny and I were in the car when we found out because we were like, "Oh, I wonder when the Bigsound things are coming soon." Like, because obviously you don't get like told on this date it's coming through. You're just sort of waiting, and then Greeny and I were sort of sitting there, and I remember I was like, I can't remember what was happening, but I was in the front seat and I was like already on my phone, and our mate Jack was driving us home, and then the email popped up, and I was like, "Oh yeah," and then I was like, "Wait a minute," like it was like. Oh fuck! I'm like, Greeny, we got Bigsound. He's like, no, and he's like, yeah, she did. I'm like, fuck, we're going to Bigsound. We celebrated.
Ben just like screenshotted the email and sent it in the group chat and just said Bigsound's in. I'm like, what does that mean? I look at it, I was like, oh, we're doing it. I feel like it came late as well because we heard about bands getting invited like a week or two before that.
Yeah.
So we were pretty.
Left you edge.
Yeah, we were pretty sure that we weren't going, so we're just like, oh, okay.
I reckon
So
someone
it was a bit of a surprise.
awesome.
Yeah, I reckon they dipped into the barrel of seconds.
They were like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have like all the info on what time you're playing, what venue you're playing, etc. In the little description. But is there anything you guys would like to highlight that we haven't covered yet?
I don't think so. I think.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
No, we're pretty good.
Well,
have a good time.
All right.
Pretty
Well,
boring.
that was it from us, I think. And Zoom wants to kick us out. So that was it from us.
Thank you guys so much for letting us interview you. We can't wait to see you play at Bigsound. Yeah,
we'll have this out hopefully next week sometime. But yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for doing this.
Thanks for taking
that, guys.
Absolutely.
Yes. And if you see us at Bigsound, come say hello and yeah.
We will for sure.
Yeah,
we'll have a drink or a coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
Come and yell at
hot
us.
chocolate.
Or a decaf.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah.
I'll have a chocky with ya.
Yay.
No dramas.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like a plan to us.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
enjoy the rest of your night, guys.
Thank
Dude.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks.
so
Thank
much.
Thank you guys. See you
Thanks.
in 3 weeks,
Bye.
2 weeks.